Hey, I'm Dr. Toby, physical therapist and health coach. Thank you for coming to check out our video. In this video, I want to tell you exactly what you can do to lose 10 pounds this month. And if you do this, I can tell you for sure that we've done this with patients and clients that has helped them. And it can definitely help you to lose 10 pounds. So stay tuned for this video. A lot of people want to lose weight or make changes to their health because not only is weight something that people are conscious of from an appearance standpoint, and it's not about being vain or superficial, but a lot of times overweight or obesity, these kind of states of being can lead to us having conditions like diabetes or higher blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues. Heart disease is actually the #1 killer or cause of mortality in America in terms of health conditions and diseases. So this is really, really important because it's a big step for many people in their health and fitness and wellness journey. If you were to lose 10 pounds this month, how great would that feel? How beneficial would that be? So let's get right into exactly what you need to do. By the way, we are a channel that helps you to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. We make videos and upload every day, so stay connected to us by hitting that red subscribe button in the right corner of this video, and you can get up to date on the videos that we release. So let's talk about it really quickly. Losing 10 pounds seems like, wow, this must be some secret, far-fetched idea that's going to be some random thing that is unhealthy or unsafe. But let's be very honest with this situation. You can lose 10 pounds in a month, and it's very doable. And the thing is that most of the things that we are doing in terms of behaviors are actually what's contributing not only to our weight staying the same, but to our weight actually going in the direction that we don't want it to go. So what are the things that you can do to actually reduce your weight and lose 10 pounds this next month or in the next 30 days? Well, the number one thing you need to do is to actually shift your diet. And so this is the cause of so many diseases that are preventable. Diet is one of the main factors that's going to contribute to high cholesterol or arterial conditions because of the fats and the oils that we eat that are going to lead to plaque developing in our arteries and so many other kind of things. Diabetes, increased sugar because of so many carbs and increased sweets that we're eating. So, and that's going to encourage our body to deposit more of the nutrients as fat into our body and things of that nature. So changing your diet is going to be really key. Now, here's what you need to do in terms of diet. If you want to lose at least or up to 10 pounds in the next month or next 4 weeks, what you have to do is, number one, be very specific about your diet, and that is you want to have your plate, every time you eat a meal, you want your plate to look like this. First, you want 50% of your plate to be comprised of vegetables. This is really important. The next thing is you want 15% of your plate to be comprised of fruit. The other thing is next you want 25% of your plate to be comprised of protein. And then you want the last 15% of your plate to be comprised of carbs. This is one of the ways to order your plate. This is one of many ways. It's not the only way to do it. By no means is it the only way. But this is one of the ways that can be surefire or more assured to help you reach losing 10 pounds in the next 30 days. And this is not the only thing you need to do, but this is one of the first major shifts. What I always tell people, and you can look at some of our previous videos, we give you 3 steps to losing weight. And the first step, before it even comes to changing your diet, you really need to change your mindset. So check out that video because that is the starting point for successfully losing weight. Even what I'm going to talk to you about in this video is not going to be very feasible unless you start off with your mindset, because your mindset guides your behaviors. And it is your behaviors that indeed is what leads to increased weight gain. There is no mystery about it. It's not necessarily pure genetics. In fact, it's not even predominantly genetics that's going to lead to increased weight gain. It's literally behavior, which is our choices and our decisions that we make on a daily basis. Even though you may not be doing a decision that say, well, I'm going to make this decision that's going to help me to gain 5 more pounds, right? That's not how it works subconsciously, but the decisions that we're making unconsciously are causing us to increase our weight or to not be able to put off the weight that we've been trying to do. So some people are like, well, I've been working out at the gym, doing this, doing that, working with a trainer, and I still haven't really lost weight. Again, it's always going to go back to your behavior and to your decisions. And if you want to change your behavior and your decisions, you have to change your mindset. You have to start thinking differently. And that's why we provide educational videos to provide new information that might enlighten and change how you think about certain things, which will cause you to do things differently. So again, mindset is key, but outside of mindset, first thing you gotta have a consistent plate every single time. 50% vegetables, 15% fruit, 15% carbs, and then 25% protein. Now, let's not get into all the specific details about exactly what type of ways you should be cooking your food, because we can get into all that, but we have videos on that. And if you want a video specifically, we have trainings specifically on exactly how you should be cooking your food and different kind of things like that goes into more details. But in this video, I want to give you some broad information. So if you want a specific video, one of the training videos we use for our clients who are in our program, we do 8 and 12 week and even now 15-week programs for weight loss and fitness. Then just put nutrition plan in the comments and we will send you that special training to go into more depth. So again, that's kind of how you want to think about it. And I can probably tell you that it's very likely that even if you don't worry about how the food is cooked, don't worry about all those details, but you stick to the portioning of the amount of food that you're eating in terms of the 50% of the vegetables, 25% of protein, 15% carbs, 15% fruit, that in and of itself is going to help you. Now, number one thing we always tell people is consult with your nutritionist or your physician if you have specific dietary restrictions or requirements. What I want to really do is help the average person to kind of start having an understanding of what it looks like to move toward a healthier diet. Now, this is a little bit more extreme than what's necessary in terms of the portioning. You could actually have an even more balanced portion than this, and it doesn't need to be extremely or as quite as heavy on the vegetables portion. But again, if you're somebody who's like, hey, I'm really at a place of desperation, I really want to see success, and I want to do it in a healthy way in terms of losing 10 pounds, this is going to be very healthy for you, and it's also still safe for you. So focus on that in terms of the diet. The second thing that you really need to do to pair with your nutrition to help you reach that 10 pounds in the next 30 days or the next month is utilizing a HIIT exercise program. And this is really important. High intensity interval training is really great, and it's one of the most effective ways to burn calories, to communicate to your body and send it into a weight loss chemical process or biological, physiological process. So high intensity interval training, really what you want to do is calculate your maximum heart rate. What is your maximum heart rate? Your maximum heart rate is the maximum amount of heartbeats per minute that your heart can achieve at the most intense level of exercise. Now, your maximum heart rate, you want to exercise at 75 to 80% or 75 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. So if I am, right now I'm 27, and 220 minus 27, I believe that's like 193 or something thereabout. So that's the maximum heart rate. What you want to do with that is take 75% of 193 or whatever your age is. So 220 minus your age is what you're going to need to do to calculate your maximum heart rate. Now, why this is important is because you want to exercise at a heart rate consistently that is 75% of your maximum heart rate. And so whatever your 220 minus your age is, that's your maximum heart rate, times 0.75 is what your maximum heart rate or the optimal heart rate that you want to exercise at to do high intensity exercise. And you want to do this for every day for at least 20 to 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes of high intensity exercise is going to be the equivalent of low or moderate intensity exercise for 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So 20 to 30 minutes of pushing yourself to extremes, and this is a safe extreme. We're not talking anything above 80 or 85%. We're talking at 75% of your maximum heart rate, meaning your heartbeat is at that consistent pace, whatever that number is, for the duration of 20 to 30 minutes. This is going to push you forward in a great direction. So most people try to focus on what type of exercise they want to do. Focus on the heart rate. Focus on your heart rate. And then of course, if you get into some resistance training, using some weight and stuff like that, that's going to be helpful. But those are the two basic things that you can do to get started. And listen, if you're somebody who's like, well, I think this is really great and I'm all for it, I really want to do it, but I know I'm going to need someone to hold my hand. I know I really need some support and someone to kind of help guide and push me in the right direction. Then I want to encourage you that what we are doing right now is a fitness transformation session. And what it is, it's an opportunity for us to help you get down to the specific details of what's going to be important and healthiest for you. And so this is a very basic, overarching plan that you can use. In fact, I've actually used the same concept that I'm talking to you about to actually lose 10 pounds within the span of about 2 weeks. And actually it was less than 2 weeks. And I did it eating 3 meals a day, I didn't eat working out every single day. And there are parameters that you can put your body through that are safe, that allow you to lose a tremendous amount of weight, because all you're doing is getting your body to get into a reaction where it's saying, hey, we need to start processing the resources that our body is being given better. Our body naturally wants to go into a mode of efficiency. So if you're not doing much exercise or much physical activity, your body is getting the message that, hey, well, we don't need to use much energy. Let's store this energy for when we're actually going to need it. And as long as you continue to tell your body that you're still not needing that energy, it's going to continue to store it as fat. So your behaviors are communicating a message to your body that's causing it to go through a physiological response or a functional process that's saying, well, hey, this is only what makes sense. Let's keep more fat on, or let's keep more weight on, because we're probably going to need it, right? So our body is in a survival mode of efficiency. Our body is naturally wanting to be efficient. It's like, well, why would I use all this energy when I don't do that much work, right? So if we have a sedentary job where we're sitting down most of the time, we're not going to necessarily need to use a lot of energy. So your body's like, well, we don't need to do a lot of work, so let's just store this energy for when we actually do need it one day, right? But unfortunately, that becomes to cause you to go slower. It actually releases hormones in your body. The more fat that you begin to have or accumulate, or the more we move down that path of obesity and overweight, it begins to lead us to be more inactive because we become more groggy. Our body begins to release more of the chemicals and the hormones that make us to eat and want to eat comfort foods or things of that nature. So it actually begins to cause us to have less motivation to want to be active in the first place. So if you're somebody who's like, well, hey, I want to take the next step. Like I said, we're doing a fitness transformation session, and all you need to do to simply be a part of this session is all you got to do is put in the comment FTS for fitness transformation session. What it is a 30-minute session where we're going to help you sit down and understand where you're at in terms of your fitness goals. We're going to help you to outline a simple plan, and you're going to be able to take the next best steps to start losing weight. And we'll help you to create a specific plan that's just for you to get to right where you need to be. And so go ahead and put that in the comment if you are somebody who wants that kind of support or that kind of help. You can also click the link in our description and fill that quick form out, and it would be a great way to get in touch with us. So if you found this video helpful, like it and leave a comment. Let us know what was most helpful for you about this. Share it so somebody else can benefit from it, and follow or subscribe to our page so that you can stay connected to our content. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.